What's wrong with the blacks? And not all, but most. According to this report, the blacks went down to Florida to play basketball. Think about that. A basketball team had come down to play basketball. And according to the report, I don't know, I wasn't there, but that's what the report says. The blacks went and stole some merchandise from 7-Eleven. And they say the coach had some type of involvement. A black coach. WTOP is reporting 5 team basketball players from D.C., from the D.C. area, and their coach was arrested in Florida for conspiring to steal merchandise from a 7-Eleven on Thursday. Fox 5.
New tonight, 5 teen D.C. basketball players and their coach have been arrested in Central Florida after an alleged theft while they were in town for a tournament.
Yeah, well, the sheriff down in Polk County, Florida, obviously wanted to make an example of this case, and he did that by posting about it to more than 1.5 million of his followers on social media, including video of this alleged crime. Here's a look at it now. We have blurred these teens' faces. We are not releasing their names or their mugshots, as the sheriff's office did, because they are minors. But according to the sheriff, they're from D.C. and Maryland, ages 16 and 17, and were caught stealing from a 7-Eleven in Central Florida yesterday just after 4 in the morning. Investigators say the kids are part of a travel basketball team, as you mentioned, were in Florida for a tournament. The teens are accused of stealing food and drinks, less than $40 worth, Doritos, gummies, Starburst, sausage, lemonade, and Slurpees. They fled, though, according to the sheriff, when the clerk confronted them. He said deputies then located 3 of the 5 involved teens and that they'd hidden the stolen food in a backpack in bushes. Their coach, 27-year-old Malik Harvey, is not accused of being involved in that theft, but in a video posted to social media, the sheriff said when deputies made contact with the coach, they asked him if he could identify the remaining 2 suspects in this video, but that he lied about knowing them.
Of course, we had 3 in custody. He denied knowing who the other 2 were. He resisted us when he did not cooperate in the investigation, when he directly lied, when he misled us. Well, of course he knew who they were, but he lied to us.
Amazing. The coach don't know the name of his own team. If this is true, what's wrong with the blacks? Are the blacks cursed or blessed? When I was in high school, we traveled playing ball and running track. I never heard anybody, okay, we're going to go tomorrow morning real early and steal from the store, if this is true. Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. The Polk County Sheriff alleges Harvey lied about the identities of the 2 suspects, arranging for the team to stay at an Airbnb without adult supervision. And they said this guy worked for a juvenile, Department of Juvenile Services, ABC News, and Fox 5.
Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd sharing some stark words for those teens.
This is very simple. I don't know what y'all do in Washington, D.C., but it must be crazy. But you're not going to come from all around the country and steal in this county without going to jail. Oh, did I tell you that he works for the Department of Juvenile Services? So he works in the criminal justice system, and he lied to us.
Harvey works for the Department of Juvenile Services at the Cheltenham Youth Detention Center, where investigators say he's responsible for helping and empowering youth.
He faces a child neglect charge now, as the sheriff alleges that before that theft, he'd arranged an Uber for the teens to an Airbnb where there was no adult yet present. He also faces charges for resisting without violence, accessory after the fact, and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. The teen boys were each charged with conspiracy to commit retail theft, tampering with evidence, petty theft, and violation of the county curfew ordinance for juveniles.
Amazing. What's wrong with the blacks? In some reports, they said that they finally caught the other 2 boys. And the reason that they were able to catch them, I don't have that soundbite for you, was because one of the 2 boys that was on the run, according to the report, their mother turned him in. And then she told him the name of the other boy, too. Isn't that amazing? And it's the same type of people that run your government. You want them to run your government, or you allow them to do it. It's a spiritual battle, and it starts in the home with the mothers first. Mothers, all mothers, until they start to wake up and overcome, they spend their whole life and every effort to recreate the children in their image. They can't help it. Their father is Satan. And they do that to the children. And the father's no better because he hasn't overcome his mother. He can't even stop the mother of his children from destroying them. What a sad way to live, huh? And there are women who are waking up and they'll tell you, yeah, Jesse, this is so true. I didn't realize at the time. They'd say, well, yeah, I destroyed my own children. And that's what's happening to the black children. The black children are being destroyed by their black female mothers. And the fathers, because they're not protecting the children from the mothers, they've been destroyed by their mothers. Salvation is about a return to the Father. All who are born of the woman must be born of the Father. Otherwise, you're never going to be free. So Fox 5 is reported that the investigation was aided by another, The investigation was aided by another team coach who is also the mother of one of the players who helped identify the remaining two suspects from Fox 5. The world gone crazy. The government have told these people you can steal up to X amount of merchandise and get away with it. And they're like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to obey the law of my heart. I'm going to go and steal if this is true. We have over and over again spoken to you about how, or talked about how, in the good old days, before the civil rights movement, which would totally been the worst thing that ever happened to the blacks, it's the civil rights movement, other than abortion. And the blacks have never been the same since they listened to Martin Luther King and Jackson and all those people, right? They turned their lives over to someone else. They're black leaders or liberal white leaders to lead them, and it's just been downhill ever since, and it's going to only get worse. And in the good old days, black people, for the most part, you could always find some wrong in it, but for the most part, black people were responsible. They didn't hate the white man or white people. They were not victims in their own mind. They did what they had to do. And it was amazing. They raised their own families. No experts had to tell them how to raise their children. They didn't vote for a person because of their color. They voted in the good old days for the most qualified man. All that's gone now. It's all about color. And black people, not all but most, have become more lack of self-control and responsibility like I've never seen in my whole life. Black people used to pay their bills on time or keep their promise. They don't do that anymore for the most part. Even at a black college, according to this report, they are having difficulty in getting black people to pay their bills at this black college. New York Post. Hundreds of incoming Howard University students across the country were blindsided just weeks before the start of a school. After learning they had been unenrolled over unpaid bills. This is from Fox 5 out of Washington, D.C. You don't have it?
I have to refresh.
What?
I had to refresh. We're ready now.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Telling them they have been unenrolled for not paying tuition.
Jim Homa, good evening. We
spoke
spoke to a lot of these students today.
It just said telling them. Who telling them?
Tonight, incoming Howard University students told their college dreams could be on hold. The university sending out emails to freshmen telling them they have been unenrolled for not paying tuition.
Jim Homa, good evening. We spoke to a lot of these students today. They are devastated, they are frustrated, and they say they are fearful right now that their goal of attending one of the most prestigious HBCUs in this country might not happen at all now, because they were just days away from moving into campus, and now they are getting emails telling them that they were unenrolled from this university. So take a look at this. This is the email that was sent out to scores of Howard freshmen. It says that they missed a July 10th tuition deadline, so they have been unenrolled from the class of 2030. Now, students have been reacting sharply to this, sharing their personal stories on Instagram. A lot of them tell Fox 5 that they believe this email is in error. They are waiting on scholarships. Some of them are waiting on military benefits or financial aid that they say will not be posted to their accounts until August 1st.
Amazing, huh? That ain't all. Students shared that they were days away from moving onto campus when they received the notification.
Freshmen like Isabella Williams and Dwayne Irving tell Fox 5 right now they are desperate for answers.
I quite literally went in person for orientation to make sure that I was okay. Apparently, that's not the case.
And I'm suddenly unenrolled from my dream school, from a school that I worked so hard to get into.
There's no excuse, there's no reason why we were to have been unenrolled when they knew that we had money to pay our fees.
But they say you didn't have it, you didn't send it. What the? According to the report, how do they know if you didn't pay it? You see how they crying and they said, oh, there's no excuses. According to the New York Post, Howard University said it is reviewing cases and will issue refunds for any payment and scholarship funds already submitted. Watch this.
Now, in a statement on the Howard University website, officials said, in part, we understand that this enrollment update that was issued is difficult and disappointing for students and their family. They go on to say the university is reviewing information related to anticipated scholarship funding and financial aid. Meanwhile, students here on campus tell Fox 5 they believe the university needs to fix this situation and communicate more effectively with its freshmen.
It's my dream school, too, and so I was personally just tearing up. I was confused to my parents and all that. A lot of friends I have are actually suffering from the whole thing going on. It's very unfortunate.
I call it the administration. What are we going to do to change that? Because if you want people to still continue to come to Howard.
We spoke with dozens of students and parents today. They all, to a person, said that they believe that this is a mistake. And what's worse is they say they can't get anybody on the phone or to even answer a question.
And so, did they pay or not? Did the school notify them or not that they owe money? New York Post said that the Howard University said it repeatedly reached out to students and families between March and July to inform them of the payment deadline through email, personal financial aid information, videos, and prep sessions. So, did they pay or not? This is at a black school. And I bet you, if this story is true, because I don't know for sure, not one black person is surprised that this happened this way. Not one. And white people are probably not surprised. They're just not going to say it. Had this been a historic white university or historic white college / university, whatever, they would have paid the bills. White people pay their bills for the most part. What a mess, huh? Did they pay their bills or not? And crying, you know, when she's crying, she's lying. Cheering up ain't gonna pay the bill. If you paid the bill, go over to the school, show your receipt or email it, however, and say, hey, I paid my bill. And for you, that would be all over. It'll be done. Howard University is a black school, a black college. Amazing. Did they miss the deadline or what's going on? Was it CP time if they missed, or what happened? The college said they missed it. They didn't pay. They missed the deadline. And they notified them by way of emails, personal financial aid, AID, information, videos, and prep sessions. So somebody lying, I'm just saying, did they pay or not on time? Not CP time, but white people time. And you saw that open with the Howard University, a black school down in D.C. And apparently, we played this soundbite for you last week, I believe, or earlier this week, where those black students did not pay for their enrollment or something, or living quarters or something, and they all got a notice that you are not going to be able to enroll in this school. You ain't pay your bill, according to the report. And the blacks are like, oh, no, my opportunity, my this, my that. I guarantee you, had that been a white school sending out a notice to the blacks, y'all didn't pay your bill or whatever it was, you're not getting in here, you'll be hearing racism all over the world. They are discriminated because they're black. Not because they didn't pay their bills, according to the report. But because it was a black school, they could not cry racism. Amazing, huh? Grandpa tell me about the good old days. And then down in Tuskegee, Alabama, sweet home Alabama, right down the road from where I grew up. And we used to go there. My agricultural teacher would take us there during the summer so that we can see how Tuskegee was built and what was going on there and learn how to work. Mr. Camp, may his soul rest in peace. My agricultural teacher was Mr. Camp. And he would take us for a weekend to Tuskegee Institute, and we would stay there for a few days and just check it out. It was an amazing school at that time. It's not the same anymore. Well, according to Essence, Tuskegee University is trending in the news for its new dress code prohibiting Tuskegee University students from wearing bedroom slippers. You ain't got no business wearing bedroom slippers to school or on the airplane. And bonnet. Is that bonnets? What is a bonnet? Or nightcap that black women wear? And do-rags in classrooms and in the cafeteria. They know that Mr. Washington would not have wanted that to happen. So finally, it sounds like they're trying to make a change. This is from WSFA.
Tonight's education report, Tuskegee University is rolling out a new dress code for students. In a letter from President Mark Brown, students are now required to arrive on campus with a business suit and appropriate shoes if they're going to attend a business meeting. The letter also says students may not wear revealing clothes in class, in the cafeteria, or in official settings like convocation. And certain items, including bedroom shoes, bonnets, and do-rags, are not allowed in class or in the cafeteria. Well, two of the biggest names.
Amazing, huh? There were some kids complaining about we didn't get that video for you, but they ain't like that. Amazing, huh? It's about time. I want to show you the difference between men and women and why women should not be in leadership role. Because women are less than until they overcome their emotions, the thoughts and those emotions. They're going to always make a decision based on feelings and not what is right. It's based on feelings, and all thoughts and feelings are lies. Emotions are not good. They deceive you. And a lot of people, most people, until they wake up, think that feelings, what they feel. I just feel you don't like me. I just feel you don't love me. I feel that you're mad at me. I just feel like I'm lost. I feel lonely. I feel sad. I feel stressed. They think feelings are real. I feel love. They call feelings life. What a sad way to live, huh? And females tend to live a life based on feelings. And they think those feelings are from God. What kind of God, think about that, would give you feelings that make you feel happy and sad, worry or stress, anger, resentment, suicidal thoughts, loneliness, false identities, drag queens, and all that mess? What type of God would give you those type of feelings? There's no love in a God that would do that. Women were created to follow and not lead. And because you've allowed them to get in so-called leadership position, the whole world is falling apart. Here's a video of July 21, 2026, out in North Yarmouth, Maine. A select board meeting where members voted on displaying the pride flag at a community center. So what happened was they have this so-called pride flag they have up, and they put it above the American flag. And then people went there and said, no, no, no. You should not even have a so-called pride flag at all, but you definitely should have it above the American flag. This is from Maine X community.
The pride flag's up in that window, and the American flag was underneath it.
Amazing.
That's so disrespectful. That cannot happen.
I agree that the American flag should be up there. That's what we should be doing, is the American flag. If you want to do a pride flag, you can do anything you want at your home, but as a board, you need to represent everyone in town, and maybe not everybody in town feels this way.
I mean, for me, I'm sorry, but I'm not for that. I'm for the American flag, and that's where I stand.
Can you clarify? The motion is to remove the pride flag display from West Cusco Hall and Community Center. All in favor?
Watch the votes.
All opposed? 3-2, motion passes.
I'd like to make a motion to put up the pride flag in our community center from June 1st to June 30th of every year in honor of Pride Month.
Made a motion, we've passed it. The flag comes down, I won't vote for it.
I do take objection to the term frivolous.
So there's a motion to display the pride flag June 1st through 30th. It was brought by Andrea Berry, seconded by Molly Gilligan. We'll go ahead and call the vote. All in favor? All opposed? Motion fails.
I'm sorry, I appreciate,
So-
I'm sorry, Mr. Chair.
See what happens when men take over? Law and order come about. But Mama Mama wanted to put the flag up there to please the pride people. Mama doesn't care about the United States flag. Daddy said no. All the men said no. We taking down this mess. Mama like, oh, disappointed. You're gonna hurt their feelings. Don't take down the flag. I haven't seen this in years. White men standing up to Mama because the white woman is out of control. I want to play that one more time. I want y'all to pay attention and learn. Men, you got to take control. You were created to lead, not to follow. You ain't got no business walking up and down the road with a baby stroller. You ain't got no business walking up and down the road holding a dog or carrying a little bit of tiny dog on a leash. What the? You ain't got no business sitting in the passenger seat while the woman is driving. What's wrong with you? These men are showing you examples of what is right after this break. I want to show you an example of how they treat white people in America and how they treat black people or people of color. Some of you remember this story of where a lady was had her little child in a park. And apparently, according to the story, there was some type of confrontation with a black child, not treating her child well, or something happened. And the white lady went off, according to the report. Now they'll punish the white lady, and I'm not surprised. CBS News. A woman who started an online fundraiser that garnered hundreds of thousands of dollars after she called a child with autism racial slurs at a southern Minnesota park has been convicted of a misdemeanor. This is from X.
Did you call him a nigger, the child? Did you call the child the nigger word? It is my own business. You call him a nigger? Okay, why don't you have the balls to say it right now again? Okay. All right, that's what you say. Somebody dig into your shit.
A little kid just did, you dumbass.
That little kid, you call him a
Yeah.
The little child?
What if he acts like one, he's gonna
Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child, 5-year-old, the N-word.
A child.
That's what you're gonna call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
You know, that's a hate speech. And you can be recorded for that.
I don't give a shit.
Okay, we'll see about that, what the internet has to say about you.
Is that guy Mexican? He sounds Mexican or something.
I think he's black, like African, or I forget what.
Oh.
Indian or something?
You sound, I guess, educated black.
No, foreign.
Oh, he's a foreigner.
Yeah.
Educated foreigner.
I don't know how educated he is.
I don't know if he's black or not. He asked her to say it.
Exactly.
What's she supposed to do?
Not say it, but whatever.
Somalian, according to Wikipedia.
Thank you.
Oh, the
Omar Sharmak Omar, the guy filming is Somali, and the boy he's talking about is also Somali.
Oh, so was it his boy?
No.
That's part's not.
I don't think
I'm so.
not
Not sure.
Oh.
I heard that's not true, but I'm not confirming that. I'm just confirming the Somali thing.
Amazing. And so you heard all that. That was a reminder of the story. And we had reported on this before. Fox 9 is reporting a jury found the woman guilty of disorderly conduct toward the man who recorded the viral video. So they found her guilty in speaking up to the man. She was found not guilty on the count involving the so-called racial slur directed at the child. Isn't that amazing? Fox 9.
New from overnight, a Rochester jury reaching a late-night verdict in the case of a woman accused of calling a little boy a racial slur at a park.
Shiloh Hendrix was facing 2 counts of disorderly conduct. Hannah Flood is in the live center with how this trial ended and what this means going forward. Hi, Hannah.
Yeah, good morning. You may remember this case because of that now viral video that started all of it. The video shows Shiloh Hendrix allegedly calling an 8-year-old boy with autism a racial slur while she was out at the playground with her child. It was posted last year and it led to community rallies and an outpouring of support both for the child and family it featured, but also for the woman, for Hendrix. She was charged with 2 counts of disorderly conduct and took the case all the way to a jury trial. According to KTTC, late last night, the jury returned a split verdict, finding her guilty of 1 count, but not guilty of the other count. The count she was found guilty for was not related to the racial slur thrown at the child, but instead conduct against the man who took that viral video.
I don't understand the hate. How has she been charged for arguing with somebody? They were arguing with her.
I don't remember what the charges were, but that's like they have these they call it disorderly conduct.
Yeah, with the man, not. Why they keep saying the child with autism? It had not been autism. Would it have been okay for her to say that?
I feel like it makes it more understandable that she would say that to a kid with autism, because kids with autism can be like very loud and inappropriate. And if you don't really know the situation, which how are you supposed to know necessarily, then shout out kids and autist people.
And so, but how they...
It sounded like mutual disorderly.
Right.
Honestly, they should have charged him if they're going to charge anybody. But it's just a It's a mess. It's anti-white.
White people don't have a chance in their own country.
Yep.
Just as it is in the UK and Africa. The NAACP, of course, they will be involved. NAACP of Rochester submitted a victim impact statement.
During the trial, the Rochester branch of the NAACP submitted a victim impact statement and asked the judge for the stiffest sentence possible, saying, quote, the words and actions of Ms. Hendrix caused tremendous fear and trauma to a defenseless child. For many members of our community, this was not simply an isolated playground incident. It was a painful reminder that the hatred represented by that word still exists today. Hendrix did not speak in court. KTTC reporting Hendrix was sentenced to probation. She has to complete 200 hours of community service and will be required to pay a $1,000 fine.
Isn't that something? This white lady had to pay all that money because she argued with a black man. Not because of what she said allegedly said to the child, but she argued with the black man who argued with her. Why didn't they charge him? White people, you're under genocide. And if you doubt me, have a little chat with the whites in the UK. Or have a little chat with the whites in Mommy Africa, especially South Africa. And you'll see, and it's gonna get worse. Outside the courthouse, the woman's attorney angrily called her disorderly conduct conviction a circus, and a monkey court. A monkey? What the? This is from X.
What's your reaction to the verdict today?
I think it's pathetic. I've never had a trial where they keep people, this is a misdemeanor, by the way, till 10:30 at night. She was acquitted about the child.
Yeah.
She's convicted on the count involving the cameraman, who they never called to testify. Keep this in mind. They never called the cameraman to testify. This judge prohibited us from telling the jury that Shire Jamali had a GoFundMe page, $340,000.
Wow.
He testified that it was done in May last year, done. That's not true. My investigator donated $10. It's open. You can donate right now. He testified under oath and perjured himself. He lied and lied and lied and lied. This entire thing's a shakedown.
Amazing. If that is true, more proof that white people are under genocide in their own country. And the courts are not on your side. I remember, and I don't know how the situation turned out for this white guy, but there was a white guy who was going around. If I'm repeating the story wrong, I apologize. But there was a white guy going around using the N-word in front of the blacks, and he ended up in jail. Oh, Chud, the builder, is that right?
Yep.
Whatever happened to him?
He's currently jailed without bond, according to Google AI, and which info may be false or obsolete or whatever. But currently jailed without bond following an attempted murder charge. They charged him with attempted murder after that guy allegedly attacked him, and he shot the guy outside that courthouse in Nashville or wherever that was.
So he's still in jail?
Yep. They rejected bond, jailed without bond.
I don't even hear people talk about him anymore.
Yeah.
They threw away the key. I knew that because this was a white man and my head started going out again.
That happened to me last week for the first time it ever happened to me, too.
Yeah,
and then it came back after a while.
What is happening?
Shenanigans.
All of a sudden, my headset is going out again.
There's dark spirits.
Can we get Bill here?
Yeah.
Because it just went dead again. Well, I don't guess we need Bill. The show's almost over. Don't bother me. I think y'all need him. I knew the builder was not going to get out of jail. He might get out one day, but I doubt it because he was saying the so-called N-word to blacks, and he is white. Had it been the other way around, black was sending to whites, it would be no big deal. They'll be out already if they had gone at all. White people are under genocide. I don't even hear anything about Chud, the builder, anymore.
Dalton Etherly?
And look how they accuse this woman. They charge her for arguing with the man that she was arguing with, but they did nothing to him, according to the report. You're under genocide, white people. I would call up the UK before it's too late, if it's not already too late. This lady accused the boy of taking a pouch of applesauce out of her diaper bag, according to the Star Tribune. What a mess, huh? 888-7753-773. White people in your own country or countries, your own country is being taken away from you. And there's nothing at this point, it seems, that you can do about it. Jack is out of Seattle, Washington. Jack, you are on the air.
Hey, Jesse.
Hey, Jack.
What's up, man? Hey, I'm, I forgave my mother years ago, changed my life. Been doing the silent prayer. Just got back into it actually a couple weeks ago. And that's just awesome as well. But I'm having trouble forgiving a particular girl that I dated. There was infidelity on both sides, and she's not coming forth she never came forth about the infidelity. I just kind of figured it out. She still does not admit it, and it recently has been coming back and bothering me, and I don't know how to forgive her. What do I call her and just say it, and even though I don't mean it, or what do I do?
You move on with your life because you got what you deserve. You got involved with her. Don't blame her for that. That was your weakness, and be glad to see it. And when the thoughts of resenting her should come, resenting anyone, including yourself, it's just a thought. Just be aware of it. Don't argue with it. Don't cooperate with it. Do nothing about it, and it will be taken. It'll be taken away from you. It will disappear. It's just a thought.
Don't I need to forgive though?
You forgive, but she's never done anything to you.
Well, she lied to me, and she was committed infidelity.
She did that to herself, not to you.
Interesting.
Why do you think
she probably wouldn't see it like that? She'd probably feel like she got one over on me.
Does she need to see it that way, or do you need to see the reality?
I mean, I want to see the reality, so I just need to let the resentment fade. Is what you would assert.
Does she need to see that she did it to herself and not to you, or do you need to see that she did it to herself and not to you?
I'm having trouble hearing what you're saying. Wait, do I need to do I need?
When
to
you said that she cheated on you, right?
Yes.
Did she cheat on you or herself?
I mean, per social norms, I guess the society would say she cheated on me.
What do you say?
I would say the same.
How did she cheat on you when everything she did was happening inside of her? What does it have to do with you?
That ultimately I wasn't enough is what it would probably what would make me feel like,
But whatever happened inside of her and what she did, what does that have to do with you?
That I didn't give her what she wanted, I guess is what what I would.
You said you cheated on her, right?
Yeah.
Were you doing that to yourself or to her?
That was for my own satisfaction.
Well, why don't you see the same thing with her?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Why not? Yeah. I guess because I think that infidelity is different for men and women too. A little bit.
How do you think it's different? Infidelity is infidelity.
Yeah, but a woman, a man is just fulfilling his carnal desires, whereas a woman is.
And a woman not feeling her carnal desires?
I'd say that they're more probably fulfilling an emotional need.
Why you listen to the devil, Jack, giving you all these lies?
Okay.
No, that was a question.
I mean, yeah. I guess maybe even partially because of your teachings is that men and women really are different, right? I mean,
Jack, why are you listening to all these lies about her? Why are you doing that?
Why am I doing that? Maybe it's fulfilling. I don't know. I got to think about that. That's a good question.
What would happen if you never thought of her again?
It would probably behoove me.
I'm
Probably
sorry?
be good. It would probably benefit me.
So why don't you do that? Why you love suffering?
Yeah, maybe I do. Maybe that's the reason.
So so you can't blame her that you love the thrill of pain?
Yeah.
Is it her fault that you love the thrill of pain?
It's not. And you just said to get to put it like that, rather than like she fucked me over. Excuse my language. She screwed me over. Yeah.
But why you listen? Who are you?
That's the thing I want to ask you. Who am I? I don't know, dude. Well, you asked me for that question.
You said that she did that to you. Who are you referring to?
I am I don't know. Please answer that for me because I've never heard you answer.
So why do you think she did something to you if you don't even know who you are?
To my ego is what it is,
Why are you calling that you?
Yeah, is that the devil?
Why are you calling it you, Jack?
Because of my indoctrination, I guess. Because of how I've been, educated.
You said
Not
you
educated,
cheated
but how
on
I've
her,
been.
right, as well?
Yes.
Do you feel as angry at yourself as you do at her?
I don't.
And why is that?
Because I'm biased, obviously. I want to, think that I'm right and she's wrong.
And why is that?
Because I want to protect my ego, probably. And
So, Jack, if you know that because you're saying it, if you know it, why are you going along with those thoughts and feelings? Why are you cooperating with evil?
Why am I cooperating? Because it's persuasive, man. It's
You don't have to go along with it if you didn't want to.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, I have I guess I ultimately have control over my thoughts, but it's just when my mind does revert to that, it's like I how do I alter it from I was wronged to it happened and it doesn't have anything to do with me, Is that
By
just a matter
watching
of
those
time
thoughts
and
tempting you to hate her or blame somebody, and let it pass. Don't do anything about it, but overcome it by not identifying with it.
And why would I need to forgive my mother as I did when I was life changing?
Have you forgiven your mother?
And I have forgiven. Yes, it was amazing.
So why is that a
life.
question down there?
Because why did I need to forgive my mother and I don't need to forgive this my ex-girlfriend?
Because she didn't do anything to you.
Who am I? Can you answer that for me, please?
You need to find out by knowing who you're not. Are you
Am I
doing
not
the silent prayer?
Every day, every night, and then some in between.
Stay with it, stay present, and you'll see. All right? Just stay with it. And when the thoughts come about your ex, wish her well. You move on with your life because you're listening to evil. Let those thoughts
Can I ask you another
pass.
question real quick?
Yeah.
So my mom, you're going to tell me to just let her suffer, but her father was extremely abusive and raped two of her siblings and all of this stuff, terrible, at least by the book. I'm not judging him, but didn't fulfill his fatherly duties correctly per se, and she has trouble forgiving him, and it bothers me because I want to have a good relationship with her.
Why?
But why? Because she's my mom, and I want to honor my parents, as it says in the Bible.
Honor means don't resent them. It doesn't mean hang out unless you want to.
Okay.
Honor just means don't resent them. Don't judge your parents.
Am I wrong for not wanting them to suffer?
You should not. You're totally wrong. That's evil. God doesn't even want you to suffer. Why would you want someone to suffer? He didn't do it to you.
But I'm asking, what am I wrong for not wanting my parents to suffer?
You shouldn't want for anything.
Even to end suffering?
You should not want for anything, Jack. You shouldn't want for your parents to suffer or not suffer.
Okay.
What good is it doing you to want for something for someone else when they don't even want that for themselves?
Yeah, I guess that I value peace and harmony in the world. And
no, you don't. You don't value anything. You're lying to yourself. You're making up lies right now. If you value peace and harmony in the world, you wouldn't be resenting your ex.
Well, that's why I'm calling you, dude. I'm trying to find peace and harmony.
Watch those thoughts and stay away from them. Don't cooperate. And the light will destroy the darkness. Thoughts are dark and evil.
Okay. And then one more quick question. You say you become like what you hate. You say you become like what you hate. Why don't we hate Donald Trump then? Then we'll become like him.
Well, don't hate him. Love him, and then you become like him.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
All right. He's soured on him a bit since
because you're judging him. That's why. You love judging, Jack.
I love the man, but then he kind of screwed us over. But
if you loved him, you wouldn't be judging him.
I love him. I just don't think he's fit for office anymore.
Look how you judging him. I don't think he fit. Who are you to think who's somebody fit for office?
Good point. Yeah.
Why don't you stop judging? Stop being like your mama.
Okay.
All right. Call me again, Jack. I got to run because of time, but stay with the silent prayer. Watch those thoughts and do nothing about them. Go about your day being aware and do nothing about it, and you shall be free.
All right. Thanks, Jesse.
Let me know how it goes.
10-4. Will do.
All right, buddy. I want to show you some more examples of what evil look like. And these are like outer, really big example, but evil is anyone who judge, anyone who hate their fellow man, anyone who hate themselves, anyone who get lonely, anyone who are stressed, anyone who jealousy, envy, strife. You're evil. Anyone who has fear, evil. So it could be anything, but these are people who have decided to express evil in an outer way so the world can see evil at work. A protest erupted in Madison after police shooting of a Ruiz, whoever that is. ABC News. Protesters took to the street of Madison, Wisconsin after Ruiz was shot and killed by police at a busy intersection on the city near East Side. ABC News.
This morning, Madison, Wisconsin is a city on edge. Police there shot and killed a 38-year-old father, and this morning his family is demanding that officer be charged. And we warn you, what you're about to see may be disturbing to watch. This morning, anger boiling over in the streets of Madison, Wisconsin, after 38-year-old Ruiz was shot and killed by police at a busy intersection on the city's Near East Side. His mother breaking down at an emotional news conference.
He was my love. He loved his daughter. He loved his family. He did not deserve to be taken out like that. They took my baby from me.
Police say it started Wednesday afternoon with a call about a man allegedly checking the doors of parked cars. Officers spotted him, but police say he took off on a bike. They caught up with him roughly a half hour later. ABC News compiled the available video to break down what happened next. Here, Ruiz coming off that bike as 4 officers tried to arrest him. Police say he pulled a fixed blade knife. Officers try a stun gun. Police say it didn't work. The struggle continues, Ruiz ending up on the ground on his side, then 3 shots. He died at the hospital. Police say the officer who fired was injured by that knife. None of the officers were wearing body cameras. The department doesn't require its officers to use them.
I wonder if this lady saw this video. I don't know how true this is. It's just a video. I don't know. But her baby appears to be fighting with the officer. While her baby, then, hey, hands up. Okay, I didn't do anything, but okay, I'll wait. How come her baby, if it's true, fought against the police? And what about her baby? I'm just so distraught. Oh, my baby. How come mothers always call adult men babies? And then they feel like babies for the rest of their lives. And they get married, and they marry mama, and they still babies. I wonder if she saw that it looked like he was resisting arrest. Whether he was guilty or not, I have no idea. And quietly, in all honesty, don't even care, or not concerned. But he's 38 years old, according to Google AI.
Yeah, unless I got my Google AI confused. It says Corey Ruiz was 38 years old when he was shot and killed.
I wonder if it's true that he was truly resisting arrest, would he be dead or alive right now? I'm just wondering. And that mama don't care that her baby was why does she say, if it's true, had my baby not resisted arrest, I wonder what would have happened. I'm just asking. I don't know. All 4 officers involved are currently on administrative leave.
All 4 officers are now on administrative leave. The State Justice Department investigating this as a homicide. And this morning, the family, joined by attorney Ben Crump, is demanding charges.
Oh, Lord, not Crump.
I wish I could see him one more time. I wish he could tell me how much he loves me one more time.
And this morning, that memorial at the intersection is still growing. 2 blocks from his daughter's home and 2 blocks from the school she'll walk to this fall. Rhiannon?
Yeah, your heart just breaks for that family.
Oh, yeah, that's right. What is this another George Floyd situation? I'm just wondering. Especially if Ben Crump is there, Lord. They couldn't find any other attorney. Is Ben Crump an attorney? A lawyer or something?
Yep.
They couldn't find, all the lawyers in the world, Ben Crump is the only one they can find. Is Al on the way? As in Shopton. What a met. Hell on earth. Earth is not heaven. And man is not God. And these people out there protesting, they can care 2 cents about the man that's dead. This is all thrills, and a lot of those people are being paid. Ford Fisher on X is reporting protesters demanding. I wouldn't even be a police officer in America at this point. I just wouldn't do it, unless I was a liberal officer and I know I wasn't going to do anything anyway. Just stand and look at the criminal run, or wait around the corner till the criminal to get out of the way and then go around and pretend I'm going to do something. I wouldn't be a police in this country, especially white officers. Ford Fisher on Essex reported protesters demanding the arrest of the officer who shot Corey whatever his name. Ruiz. Ruiz. Well, this is from NS2 report. What it's going to be a long, hot summer. Keeping cool will be the things to do. Happy White History Month. Believe me, not one out there care about that boy. Some are getting paid, others just don't. They stupid, don't even know why they out there. It's for the thrill of it. It has nothing to do with love. It's just an act. Showcase personalities. I wouldn't be surprised if they start chanting Black Lives Matter, or even Corey Life Matters. Let me chat with Maricardos, and I would not be. I have to wait and see. I could be wrong though. They ain't not going to chant. They're not going to chant Black Lives Matter in this mess. or Code Lives Matter. I could be wrong, but let me just check the news and see. Who is this? Mercado's Media. Let's see. Oh, God.
That's MAGA in my chat right now. It's going through it right now.
Look like you guys are in the wrong city. You need to be over there in Chicago and telling the mayor of Chicago that Black Lives Matter. You're in the wrong city. What the? These people never go to where Black Lives Matter really supposed to matter, where the blacks are killing each other. Since 2004, according to the FBI, 220,000 black people have been killed by other black people. Those black lives don't matter. Do you see the hypocrisy in this? Do you see the hypocrisy in this? How can black lives only matter when the police involved or white people involved? You don't love all the black people. This is evil. These people are evil. This is not about love. It is not love at all. Human beings don't love one another. Family members don't even love one another. Husband and wives don't love one another, each other. They hate. That's why they fight. That's why they try to make relationships work, and they don't, because you can't make things work. It either works naturally or it's not going to work. If it doesn't work on its own without your help, it ain't going to work. She was trying to get home.
I wanted to join the protest. You wouldn't let me through. I kept saying, I want to go home so I can park. And I want to be part of this. I have 2 children. They need to know that what happened was wrong.
Why did he call you the C word?
Because I wanted to get through and he wouldn't let me. I had a whole block. There's no reason why I couldn't have gone through. Gone home, parked my car a block from that intersection and joined in. I just wanted to get to my house. That is it.
We all just want to do something in this world. And some people just want to leave.
I didn't want to leave. What happened is wrong.
Sorry,
I know.
Scared
The only reason I am screaming in your face is because you're out of your car. Get your ass back in your motherfucking car, and I will go away. Sorry for the inconvenience.
You're fucking screaming at the wrong people. All I'm saying is all I said is don't fucking scream in my sister's face with a...
Well, I'ma do it. I'm out here protesting.
It's all for the thrill of it, baby. It doesn't matter. That white woman told me, I want to get home and then I'll join in with them. They call her a C word, a Caucasian.
No, she called somebody I don't know.
A C word.
I know, but I don't want to say.
Is that Caucasian?
I'll just see you next Tuesday.
Huh?
Don't say that.
Oh, can't even say that? My bad. I thought that was clean.
She called her, she called somebody.
The white lady did.
Yeah, the white lady called somebody,
a black
get
person.
out of the way.
Oh, she called a black person a Caucasian?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm just going to say yes to whatever ridiculous thing, ridiculous innocent thing that you're pretending that she said.
I want to get home and I park my car because I want to join them. Lady, stop it. And they don't even care. They don't even care. It's all the thrill of it. And especially up there all blonde and white as you want to go home. Baby, it's time to go home. Come home. I spent a lot of evil. Heaven is not earth, and man is got God. It reminds me of, I'm guilty of all that protesting and stuff. We used to do the same thing. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. When we were trying to get the government to stop the illegals from coming into California, in the 90s, we were trying to get the government to stop the illegal, nothing changed. It got worse. That was a waste of time and protest. I never blocked anyone from going home. Not that I remember. I may have, but I don't remember. I remember we used to protest abortion centers, abortion mills. And because we used to see so many black women going to the, young women too, going into the abortion mills, especially on Saturdays. And we would go down there and protest them. That didn't help either. What are you saying, hey?
I don't recall.
What?
Is a good answer.
I don't recall. If I tried to block people getting in their home,
Yeah.
I don't recall. But it was a waste of time. Lay your weapon down, turn the ship around, and bring the boys home. It's not going to change. Nothing's going to get better. Abortion is still out of control, or even worse. Illegals have jammed into our country, even more so. Barbara Cole is gone, and she fought with us. Isola Foster is gone. Terry Anderson is gone. And other men and women who we were all part of the protest, they're gone, and things only got worse. I remember we fought to get a bill that says a marriage between a man and a woman only. And the bill passed. That bill never went into effect. Why don't you lay your weapon down and overcome the world? Psychologically and emotional. I have a question. What happens to you when someone say to you, you are angry? You're having a discussion. And you get angry during the discussion or even before the discussion. What happens to you when they say that to you? You are angry. When you accuse others of making you feel a certain way, making you feel bad, or making you feel good, or making you feel weak, or whatever. What happens when they say you're weak? What happens to you? What goes through you? How do you react when someone says you are angry? You're not listening to me, you say. And you say, well, I am listening to you. No, you're not. And then you say, well, you're mad. That's why you don't know that I'm listening to you. What happens to you when someone says you're angry? Or they say, you don't have love. Or they say, you're weak. Why are you being weak? What goes through you? I'm waiting. I'm allowing you a second to examine that. What goes through you when someone tells you you're angry? Oh, you don't know, huh? Because, and the reason, why don't you know what's happening to you at all times? What's going through you? What's driving you? What emotions you're having? And why you're having them? Why don't you know that at all times? You were supposed to know that at all times. It's been made possible for you to know at every given moment, second, what's going on with you. I'm sorry? Oh, okay, I understand. You don't pay attention to you. Oh, I know. So you don't know what's going on through you. When someone says you're angry, you defend it. No, I'm not. Or you say, I have a right to be angry. Look how the world has treated me. It's been a hard life. I have a right to be angry. You say, what happens to you when people say nice things about you? What goes through you? I'm sorry? Oh, you feel good. And you think they're right about you because they said something nice about you. What now? One of the things that I believe is in the Bible, know thyself. And that's the last thing the average person would do is to know themselves. They will not work on themselves, even when the good teacher tells them to know yourself. Know thyself. Pay attention to yourself. and see what's going through you so that you can see that you're not in control of yourself at all, not at all. And it may be your fault because you don't know yourself at all. And it may be your fault. You're never gonna live a perfect life, you or I or anyone, until you truly, and you can, that's what's so crazy about this, you can get to know yourself. And as long as you have this psychological, emotional connection to the world, you will always be subject to the laws of the world and not subject to the laws of your heart. Not subject to the laws of the heart. In the beginning, there was the law, and the law was God, and the law was with God, and the law was made flesh in your heart. But you are psychologically and emotionally connected to the world, and all you want are new laws to make you feel safe, and they can't even pass enough laws to make you feel safe. Have you noticed that? Every day they pass a new law so that you can feel safe, or they can feel safe, and they don't feel safe. And so they come up with a new law and another law. The law of the land will never make you safe. It ain't gonna happen. The law of the heart will, though. It really and truly will. Because when you follow the laws of the heart, you overcome the laws of the world. You're in it, but not of it. You live by a different standard. So what happens when someone says you're angry? You're just angry. Do you deny it or do you justify it? I have a right to be angry. What do you do? Oh, you're not even paying attention to you and what's really controlling you and going through you and working through you to make you think is you. You don't even know that there is no you. You think that you are your thoughts, no matter what kind of thoughts and emotions you get. You really think that they're you. I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm glad, I'm in love, I'm falling out of love. I have fear, I worry, I'm jealous, I'm stressed, I'm suicidal, I'm envious, I'm a gossiper, I'm a this and a that. You truly think that is you. What happens when someone tells you you're angry? What goes through you? Amazing question. One other quick thing. Cracker Barrel gone mad. Polly want a cracker. Remember the Bible says, because you listen to the woman, you're going to suffer, and you will suffer. Every time you listen to the woman, include your own mama, and this is women listening to women, you will suffer. If you doubt me, just ask Cracker Barrel. WSJ and NY Post is reporting. Cracker Barrel CEO Julia Massino is stepping down following the intense fallout and customer backlash from her failed, listen to this. According to this report, this female spent $700 million on trying to brand modernization strategy. $700 million. Somebody will have to pay me back that $700 million. Oh, give me $700 million and I'll modernize Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel don't want to be modernized, according to the report. This lady spent $700 million, and what did she get in the end? Alienating the restaurant chain. Core customer base. Watch this.
Looks like Cracker Barrel is clearing the way for new leadership. Current CEO Julie Massino is stepping down August 10th, and she's going to stay with the company as an advisor until October.
Why?
It was under her leadership the company tried to rebrand last summer. That did not go well over with the customers. The company's changes included the removal of the old-timer from the company's logo. Cracker Barrel has actually backtracked. They backtracked less than a week because of the backlash for that.
Ultimately, Cracker Barrel scrapped the plan entirely after facing major backlash from fans online and even President Trump. Last August, CEO Julie Masino spoke with Good Morning America about those changes.
I think what's important is that we are listening to our guests. We're doing this all for them. What they've said is they love the new seating. We're adding in booths, making the chairs more comfortable, putting in new lighting, brightening up the paint color. But what's important is things that people love about Cracker Barrel, the soul of Cracker Barrel is not changing. The rocking chairs are still there, the fireplace is there, the peg game, all the things that make Cracker Barrel, the vintage decor, it's still there and it's working.
David Deno will succeed Masino as CEO starting next month.
Amazing. Cracker Barrel gone wild. What? That was from WRAL and WKRN. Talk about Cracker Barrel going wild. Every time you listen to the woman, you will suffer. It's just the way it is. Some things never change. It's just the way it is. And this lady is trying to make it sound so nice. All that talking, fast talking.
Hey, Jesse, how are you today?
All this well. Happy White History Month, Gerome.
Thank you. So I was calling because on Monday you were speaking about you were speaking about Shiloh Hendrix, the woman that was found guilty of arguing with the man with the little boy, and she was calling him the N-word.
Oh, the white lady.
Yes, her.
Yes, right.
Yeah, and you were talking about, this is, the concept of white genocide. White people, you guys are under attack in America, and this case is proof of that. And I didn't, that made no sense at all. I just want you to explain, why you said that about that case.
Well, because the white lady was found guilty of really nothing, in my opinion. And had she not been, had that been a black woman speaking to a black boy like that, I guarantee you we would have heard nothing about it. And she definitely would not have had, according to the report, pay a fine. But because white people are under genocide, anything that white people do at this point, especially if blacks are involved, white people gonna pay one way or another. Fox 9, a jury found the woman guilty of disorderly conduct toward the man who recorded the viral video. She was found not guilty of the count involving a racial slur directed at the boy, at the child, whoever it was. But and the man that recorded it, from what it looked like, and I'm not sure, I wasn't there, it wasn't even his business at all. And yet, she was found guilty of disorder, but he wasn't. And so that is more proof that white people are under genocide in America now.
No, it's none at all. First, she didn't even get found guilty of the racial slur. So that's proof that white people are not. And second,
well, I know, but that was stupid. They found her guilty of disorderly conduct.
Yeah, but
she was just having a verbal discussion with a man that was involved in her business.
Yeah, but you can't. But she was acting out in public. You can't do that.
And he was too.
No, she was. Only her. She was the only one that was irate.
No, he was carried on too.
No, only she was. If you watch the video, I mean, it's on video.
Why was he videotaping her? And she was saying, "Why are you videotaping me?" And he was like, well, "I'm taping you." And they were arguing about that, and it wasn't even his business. It was two people arguing, and both were wrong. If you want to say it was wrong,
a grown woman and a child.
I'm sorry.
It wasn't two people. It was a grown woman and a child. You can't argue with the child.
No, it wasn't about the child. It was about the man that was recording her. Was a grown man. She was found guilty for arguing with a grown man who got into her business and he had no business in it.
And you always making this about race.
What do you think about that?
What? No, you making this about race. It has
what
nothing
do you
to
think
do
about
with
that?
Think about what?
That he had no business getting into her business at all, and she would argue with him about that, according to the report.
It wasn't business. She was arguing in public. That's not your business when you take it
But
outside.
black people argue in public every day, all day.
Well, are you saying that to make it okay?
It's not against the law to argue in public.
No, hold on. But hold on. You just brought up black people. Does that make it okay? Are you saying that black people do it, so now white people can do it, and that's
Right,
the way
but
to
no, the
justify
point
it?
is, when black people do it, it's no problem. But if white people
But black
do
people
it,
weren't even. But you bringing up black people. See, the issue is not about this. The issue is just your hatred of black people.
What do you
because
mean?
now you're trying to think, because you're saying, oh, when black people do it. Black people have nothing to do with this. This white woman was acting out of character, and she got charged for it.
but
Simple as
that was wrong for them to do that to her because they didn't do it to the man. If they made him pay a fine and her, then it would have been fine because there's no law that says you can't argue.
No. You cannot do it in public. You cannot act out in public. You can't disturb the
But
peace.
she wasn't
That's
acting
a charge.
out. She was defending herself against the guy.
Oh, no. It's okay. This is the issue of just, this is white, and anytime white people get in trouble or they do something, you don't like white people to face consequences. You just want them to run around and do whatever they want to do, and then blame it on black people when
Why
they
do you
act out
say
of line.
that?
Because every time a case like this comes up, all white people, it's genocide in America, and y'all are being killed off. This is not an example of genocide.
It is. It's another example that a white woman argued with a black guy because he got in her business, and he had no business, and the court going to find her guilty, but not him. That doesn't make sense to me.
I know, and the fact that you didn't even look at the case, you didn't even pay attention to it. So how can you make a comment
I
on it?
played the soundbite on the show.
That's great, but you didn't pay attention to the case.
I didn't care about that.
I bet you didn't, but now you have an opinion on something that you don't even care about. And that
No,
you
my
didn't even pay
opinion is
attention to.
about in the white man's country, he is now.
It's not a white man's country. It's everybody's country. Jesse.
No.
Is this your country? Is this your country?
It was founded by the white man, though.
Hold on. I'm not talking about 300 years ago. Is this your country?
It's my country in that I live here.
So
I was
you're
born
black.
here. But it was
you're
founded
black. Your
by.
country
Do
is
you
black.
agree with me that it was founded by white men?
I don't care. I don't care about that. I'm talking
Do you
about today.
agree with that, though?
It's not an agree or disagree, Jesse. I'm talking about
Was
today.
it founded by white men?
Yeah, what's your point?
My point is the country belongs to them.
Wait.
And they invited everybody else to come in, and that's what's messing it up, destroying it.
And the people that found it, are they still alive today?
Are they? No, they're not alive. What does it mean?
Yeah, so what's your point? Why are you bringing up dead people? I don't care about that. I'm talking about today. Today, this is everybody's country. I mean, you say all the time, this is my country, yet from what I can see, you
But
as
it's
black
not
as they come.
everybody's country.
But it's you as black as they come, and this not your country?
It's my country because I'm born here, but it's not everybody's country. It's not the illegal aliens country. It's not the people that we allow in here through the front door country. It belongs to the white man.
That's I don't know. But and also
Is that
with
true or not?
No, that's the stupidest. I can't. Hold on. Let me. I'm about to say that is you don't even believe that, Jesse. You just saying that to get engagement.
Well, no, I'm not. I've been saying forever. That's why we have White History Month, to show the white people, especially the men who founded and with the help of God created the greatest country. That's why we have White History Month, to say thank you to them and that we appreciate you. Instead of everybody hating them for what they've done, but to show appreciation.
No, you just started White History Month to make people upset.
No, I just told you why I started.
No, you started it to
they
make
have
people upset.
every month but White History Month. And if it wasn't for the white people, there would be no America. So I started it to say thank you to white people.
Oh, okay. Can I make one more comment about something?
Absolutely.
So you also, and I hope this is not what you were doing, Jesse, so I just need you to clear this up for me.
Okay.
After you spoke about Shiloh Hendrix on Monday, you had brought up Chud the Builder. You remember who that is, right?
No. Oh, yeah. The white guy that was going around using it, according to the report, using the N-word in front of the blacks.
That's him.
And now he's in jail, right?
That's him.
I said when they arrested that man, I'm like, he ain't getting out of jail because he did that to the blacks. He was saying the N-word to the blacks. And he's white. Ain't no way they gonna treat him like they did the white people that was at the Capitol building.
But I hope you're not saying that they're treating him like this because he's white. You're not saying that, are you?
100%.
Oh, okay. So you just lying on his radio every day.
I guarantee you, had there been a black man saying the cracker word to white people, he would not be in jail today.
But that's the same case with this. That's the same case.
Am I wrong about that?
He's not in jail for saying the N-word.
Am I wrong about that?
Hold on. He shot somebody. You know that, right? He's not in jail for saying the N-word.
No. Well, you know, like, to be honest with you, I haven't watched this guy. I saw the clip when we played it, where he was saying the N-words, and then the show where the shot thing happened or talked about it. But I guarantee you, though, had he been a black man saying the cracker to the white man, and even if there was a shot, I don't know what happened, he still would not be in jail.
No, but that has no. And why do you say that?
Because black people don't go to jail for what they do to white people. White people go to jail for what they do to black people, but it's not white people. Black people don't go to jail for attacking whites.
Hold on. So what happened with the kid that stabbed the white one, the Carmelo Anthony? Did he go to jail for killing a white person?
Who?
Carmelo Anthony, the kid that stabbed the white person on the track.
Yeah, as far as I know, he's in jail because he killed someone.
So what are you talking about that black people
killed
don't go
someone.
to jail for white people for what they do to white people?
He was accused of killing, right?
That's my point. He did something. He went to jail. You keep
but
on
that's
making stuff up in
very
your head.
rare that a black person would
No,
punish
it's not.
for hurting a white person.
No, it's not. It happens all the time, and you just lie
No,
every
it
day
doesn't.
on the air. Yes, it does. Every single day when white people do something. This guy, Chud the Builder, was going around disturbing the peace again, disorderly conduct, trying to get a rise out of black people. And for somebody that speaks, Chud the Builder, and for somebody that
white
goes
man
and talks, yes, and for somebody that every day on the radio talks so staunchly about being against anger, this guy had nothing but anger, yet you're defending him?
I didn't say what he did was right.
Yes,
I said that because he was a white man and he was saying the N-word to the blacks, and then the little alleged shooting happened, I knew that he was not going to get out. Maybe he'd get out one day, but he didn't kill anyone anyway, did he?
Well, I don't know. No, the person is alive, but you can't just shoot somebody and say, well, I didn't kill them, so I get to be free.
He didn't kill him.
Yeah, but that's right. But he still shot him. And the fact that you're trying to make this about that, I mean, I'm sorry to tell you this, Jesse, but yes, even white people have consequences for their actions. You can't just go around.
Yeah, white people do, but not the blacks, if it's against the whites.
Yes, they do.
No.
Black people are treated worse than anybody else in America. White people are doing just fine. Yeah, black people.
You're not being honest, Gerome, about that. That is not true at all.
You know that black people are oppressed. We're being killed every single day by white people.
No, they're being killed by their own black people. Since, according to the FBI and the CDC, I believe, since from 2024 to now, over 220,000 black people have been murdered by other blacks. No consequences.
No. I'm talking about crime amongst different
and they
races.
said it wasn't white people. And then,
but I'm talking about crime
in their report, they said it wasn't white people. And then, according to all the report, most of the killing that's done to white people are done by black people.
And most of the killing that's done to black people is done by white people.
No, I just told you the report. FBI said it was done. Now, unless the FBI lied, the FBI said it was done by the blacks.
The FBI never said that. Jesse.
Yeah, the FBI report. I read the report on the air. Since 2024, over 220-something thousand blacks have been killed by other blacks, according to the FBI.
And
And they said that white supremacy.
You see this happen in this.
They said white supremacy was not involved at all.
But you see what's happening to us in this country, and the fact that you deny it every day.
Black people,
you know that black people are being killed by white people every single day, and that we are under attack, and there is a race war against black people.
Where?
Every day, all over the country, all 50 states.
Like
every
where?
single day that we see, every single day.
Tell me the attack in our country.
The boy, the Nolan Wells.
What?
The Nolan Wells kid, the one, the kid that was killed on the boat with the 6 other white boys.
Oh, you know what happened with that?
Yeah, he was killed by those white boys.
Where you get that from?
They're white and he's black, and there's 6
No,
other
where did you get
white
that
people.
from? That
I just told you. Yeah, he was killed by those white boys.
Where you get that from?
You know, because we've seen cases like this all the time.
No, where did you get the evidence that the proof that they were that black boy was killed by the white guy?
Jesse, stop trying to play dumb.
No,
you know
where
it,
did you
and
get?
I know it.
Nobody else seemed to know what happened. How do you know that that's what happened?
You know it, and I know it.
No, I'm asking you. I don't know that. I do not know that.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
I have no proof of what happened there. Where did you get that from?
I don't, because I've seen it. I've seen the case before.
Oh,
did you hear
you saw a case that said the white boys killed the guy?
Well, hold on. Did you see the phone call was released?
No. Did you hear a case? You saw proof somewhere that the white boys killed the black guy?
No, I know that that's what happened.
How do you know that's what happened for sure?
Because he's black and they're white, and this always happens.
That's how you know that for sure?
Yeah.
But you have no proof other than that?
Are you being serious right now?
No. Do you have any proof other than that? Yeah, I'm being serious. Do you have any proof of you saying that just because they were white?
Hold on. So with the Shiloh Hendrix case...
No, do you have any proof, man?
How with the Shiloh Hendrix
Gerome,
case...
I got my guesses ready, but I'm asking you, do you have any proof?
Hold on, real quick.
No, do you have any proof? You said you know those white guys did it.
It was a white woman and a black guy. That white woman was in jail.
Gerome, I want to just repeat something. Fast facts. This is from Fast Facts. According to the FBI data and CDC mortality record, 90% of black male homicide victims across the United States were killed by black men, with over 22,000 killings since the start of 2024, with 0 attributed to white supremacy. So I believe I said it was 20 or something, 200,000, something like that. But it's 22,000. My question to you, where's your proof that the white guys killed that black boy down in Mississippi?
I don't know what the facts that you just read have to do with that, but
where's your proof that the white boys killed the black boy down in Mississippi? Because of time. Where's your proof?
Yeah, just go on Google, go on Yahoo.
No, where did you get the proof?
Or ask your producer.
But Tony.
Ask it. My name is not Tony.
I'm sorry, Gerome, my bad. I'm looking at Tony. Where's your proof that those white boys killed? Cite your source of proof that the white boys killed the black boy down in Mississippi.
Yeah. Look on Yahoo or ask your producers to give it to you.
No, you said it, and you said they did it. Where? Cite your source.
You know, and I know.
I don't know that. I do not know that.
I'm not playing with
this. Nobody said I know. I don't know.
You know.
Where, Gerome? Then I gotta run, and because my guess is on hold, bill is on hold. Where's your proof?
You playing games.
No one has been identified as having killed Nolan Wells. That's according to News Nation. So, Google AI says no foul play is currently suspected.
Okay. So can
And
I
so
ask you
where
this
is
before you
your
go to your
proof?
guest?
Jerome from New Jersey. You said you know they did. Where cite your source?
Okay, I can
Because
see.
Bill
Whatever.
has a haircut.
That's fine. That's fine. Can I make one last point? One 10-second point.
Yes.
How can
According
you say
to
that?
News Nation,
Hold on, Jesse.
authorities
I'm talking.
currently
Let me just finish
suspect
the
his
point,
death
Jesse.
was.
I didn't even finish it.
You're wrong. According to News Nation, authorities suspect his death was an accidental drowning. That's from News Nation. Where's your source? Cite your source that the white boys killed him.
You just said I can ask a question, Jesse. Can I ask it?
Can you cite your source?
You just said I can ask a question. Am I allowed to ask a question?
Go ahead.
So if you're making, or if you're so gung-ho about this, how can you just make the statement that if Shiloh Hendrix, the woman that called that little black boy, if she was saying it, or if it was a black person doing it, then there would have been no consequences? Where's your proof of that? You just made that up in your head.
No, I've seen over and over again what they do to white people.
So you've seen cases
Jerome,
like this, and that's
you asked
exactly
me, I'm
what
telling
saying.
you, hold on. I've seen over and over again what they do to white people when blacks are involved, when whites are involved with blacks. And I've seen over and over again what they do to white people when they're involved with the blacks. So the proof is in the pudding.
Exactly, and that's exactly what I'm saying about this. I've seen what happens when a black
No,
child
you
is
just
around
said you
a bunch
have
of other
fat.
white people. Exactly, and I just said exactly what you said. When we see
No,
that
you
black
didn't. You said you
children
have
are
facts.
around a
I
bunch
didn't
of
say I
other
have
white
facts
people,
about the boy down and you said you have fat. You know that the white people killed the black
so you
boy.
just have your imagination.
Jerome, I gotta run. Bill is waiting. Call me again, though. We'll talk about it.
All right, whatever.
All right, buddy.
Yeah. No, I don't see you on the camera, though.
I'm too black.
You're right. It's a black screen. Oh, boy. That's good. That is funny.
What a mess. I want to show you a waste of life, a waste of time and a waste of life. And this is why I tell you, I suggest to you to lay your weapon down. There's nothing to fight for. There's never, ever, ever, but never, 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 ever a reason to be angry. Anyone who thinks that there's a reason to be angry, you're lost. You love thrills. You love misery. You love your hell. There's never a reason to be angry. Not one. At any time, for any reason. And those people who think, well, Christ had righteous anger, you're lying. Christ did not have no righteous anger. What the? Anger is evil. The Bible said you do not trust an angry person. An angry person is that man but mean person cannot be trusted. An angry person is evil. Look around you. What good has ever come out of anger? What have you ever done in a state of anger and it was good? Think of one thing. You're not going to be able to think of anything. There's no good in anger. I want to show you what I believe is a waste of life. From Grok, I'm going down to 29-5. This was back in 2024. I just saw this yesterday. My producer gave it to me. This is from Grok, 2024. Ex-Post shared a handheld video of a U.S. Air Force member, Aaron Bushnell, setting himself on fire outside of the Israeli embassy over there in D.C. Talk about he protesting the war on Gaza. What? This is from X. So he's walking over there by the embassy with a can of what they say is gasoline. He's dashing it on himself and setting himself on fire. He threw it down. tried to light the match. And now he shot Ruiz Palestine while on fire. Fire! I'll feel your face.
Hold the board! Hold the board! Hold the board! I need fire extinguishers! They have it right here, it's coming. He said he has it. Another one! What is this? I need fireboard. Hold on. What is this? Who is this?
Well, that's an idiot. He set himself on fire, shouting, "Free Palestine." Now, I guess he's dead, but at least burned up. Is Palestine free? Is it free? Did anything change? Except that he's not around if he died. I don't know if he died or not. He was shouting, he was like in protest, the Gaza war and U.S. support for Israel. Are they free? I remember we used to protest abortion, illegal aliens, and everything. And nothing changed. It got worse. So I decided, you know what, I'm laying my weapon down, laying it down. Human beings are comfortable and love their misery. They love their misery. They love fighting. They love fighting with the devil inside their imagination, and they love fighting with other people. It's all about a thrill. Nothing good comes from it. They love hating. They love blaming as though something is happening to them. So being told Aaron Bushnell died from the severe burn injuries he sustained. That's from Wikipedia. He did. A waste of life. A U.S. force member. A waste of life. What an idiot. And nobody's fault but his. He believed a lie. All the bodies in the country can burn, and whatever is happening over in Gaza ain't going to be happening anyway. How crazy can you be? He was a few months into the war. He was a few months into the war, and now he did. What an idiot. That's what he loved. That's the life he wanted. You live the life that you want. Whatever your life is today, that's what you want. That's why people should be praying for you or wanting you to change your life or trying to change you or even convince you to change. You have the life that you want, and I wish you well. I wish you well. In your misery, I don't judge you. It's fine. I ain't going to be out there praying for you either, because you have the life you want. Why would I pray that your life change if that's not what you want? God doesn't bother anyone that doesn't want to change. He gave you that life. It's a gift. And he said, freely, this life is yours free. Do what you want with it. Stay in your misery. That's what you want. I'm not going to force you to change, he says. And you're crazy when you, I'm praying for my family. I want my family to change. Why? That's not what they want. I want my wife, my husband to change. Why? Because you're selfish and you think you know what you want. I got to show you my white history moment. And this is an amazing white history moment. And it shows the innovation and the drive that white people have. I know black people are going to do this. What I'm about to show you. This is a white history moment like never before. This is why white people, I know you're under genocide, I know you're afraid, but you got to overcome fear because you're losing your country. And once you're gone, there's no more innovation in America. America will become a complete ghetto, a complete ghetto. My white history moment is from KCRA, a video that captured the heroic rescue of a child from a by a teenager lifeguard. And this happened at Seal Bright Beach down in Santa Cruz County in California. CNN and Fox and Friends.
Tonight, a life miraculously saved and the rescue all caught on camera. A brave 16-year-old lifeguard, you see him here, fearlessly battled monster waves in Santa Cruz, California, saving a young boy's life. The teen dove into the churning and foaming breaks and grabbed onto the 10-year-old boy. And then the lifeguard held on, even as the pair were crushed and held under the waves by both the breaks and the current. So the lifeguard fights his way toward shore. That's when another lifeguard was finally able to jump in to help. They got the 10-year-old child to shore and saved his life.
Tell you that he must have been a surfer by the way he's handling the waves?
Because when there are 8 to 10-foot waves, and watch big wave coming in, what does he do? He ducks down. Yeah. So he's not knocked over, and that's what you do when you're a surfer. And you know, that guy who we talked to, the lifeguard, was in Cocoa Beach in Florida. They have waves like this a lot. When storms are going through. And what do people do? A lot of surfers go out there because those are the really good waves, but they're also so dangerous. I've been caught in a riptide down in Florida, and they are terrifying. And by the grace of God, I got out of it. But I did exactly what they say you're supposed to do. You swim alongside, parallel to the shore until you're able to get out.
Well, I also love...
And look at the rescuers. In addition, another lifeguard and others came.
I also love President Trump celebrating this young 16-year-old and his bravery, because it's going to encourage more young men and women across the country to want to be brave and do the right thing.
Amazing, huh? A white history moment. Amazing. If it was me, that little boy, and I would be drowned. We'd be dead. We'll be eaten up by the sharks. That was a brave moment, white history moment. In a true social post from yesterday, the great white hope Donald Trump said, "We're going to bring this heroic young man and his family into the White House with perhaps the boy he saved, to give him a high civilian honor. Very brave. He deserved it." President Donald Trump from True Social. Isn't that amazing? Now do you see why white people, you gotta speak up and not lose your country? That won't happen any other way. It will not happen. Had you seen that hate?
Yep.
Amazing. Did you see it before, Anchor Baby?
No, I had not seen that.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Brave.
Those things are no joke.
I know all that water.
Those people who came in, actually, it was obvious they didn't know about riptides, because they were like, "Oh man, we're gonna get sucked out ourselves."
And they're like, "Let me run."
I wouldn't be surprised if the lifeguard was like, "Leave, like I'm gonna have to save you guys."
I would, if I was sitting up on that lifeguard stool, and I looked down in the water, I saw the little kid way out there in that water going on like that, I'll be like, "He's drowning."
16-year-old boy up in Santa Cruz area. That's cool.
The lifeguard was 16 years old?
Yep.
Wow. And white.
It looked to be white to me.
Amazing, huh? So I wrote down just 3 never, ever, ever, nevers. But you do what you want. These are just my suggestion. But it's your life. You don't take this advice if you don't want to. You do what you want. All right? Don't say, "Well, I listened to Justin, I didn't go back," or "I didn't do this, and I didn't do that." No. You do what you want. That way you can suffer your own pain, and maybe you will learn the hard way. All right? So I'm just giving you really the best advice, but do what you want with it. It's up to you. Listen up. This is really, I could avoid a lot of pain when I was dating and about to get married twice and all that mess. But so I have some advice for you, but do what you want. You don't have to take this advice. All right? I just thought of another one, but write down in case I want to remember it. Just in case. I'm writing so I can remember. Because hate is not in the room. Normally I let white people remember all my intellectual stuff. because I don't want to clog my brains up with trying to remember it. So, listen up. Come close to the phone. Come close to the TV, or whatever you're watching. These are some don'ts, but do what you want. All right, y'all hear me saying that, right? So don't go out there being lying, saying, well, Jesse told me to do that. I did it because Jesse said it. If you don't have sense enough to see it for yourself, don't follow these instructions. You got to see it for yourself. Think about all your life. You've been listening to what somebody else said, and you didn't even know if you knew it was true or not. And you've suffered because you don't see it for yourself. It's said in the Bible, in the Word, for those who have ears, let them hear, and eyes, let them see. Not physical eyes or physical ears. There are inner eyes and inner ears that you should live by. Your physical eyes are just when you're looking out yonder into the world, the material world. Okay, because of time, I'm going to give you some don'ts. But do what you want. Nick, you hear me saying, telling the people to do what they want, right? Nick, you hear me telling the people to do what they want.
Oh, yeah, loud and clear.
They don't have to take this advice at all. You hear me? I have a witness so that if somebody said, well, you said to do it, and that's why I did it, and whatever. I'm telling you to do what you want, but my best advice. Number one, and this was for men and women around the world, never, ever, never, ever, ever, but never, ever, 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 never, but do what you want. Number one, never marry a person to help them get their green card. Do not do that. The devastating stories I've heard over the years from men and women who got married under the pretense they thought, oh, I thought she loved me. Oh, I thought he loved me. So I married him. And I thought once we get the green card, things would be fine. It's never going to be fine. You're marrying for both are married for selfish reasons. Number one, the person that is a citizen, you're marrying this person because you think you're getting love and you want something from that person that you ain't going to get. And that is not going to be love. They're not going to give you any love. They'll pretend with you for 100 years until you marry them, whether it's men with women, women with men. They don't love you, and you don't really love them. You're trying to do it because you think that you're going to get love. It's never going to work. It cannot work. It won't work. It ain't going to work because you're married for the wrong reason. It's hard enough getting married when you're citizens. Do not marry anyone to get a green card. They tell you, oh, well, when we get married, I have a green card. I'll be a citizen. Don't make children with those people either. I promise you, you will live to regret it. Because the one that don't need the green card, you're a citizen, well, this is not the only thing that's going to happen, but you're going to always think, this person married me for a green card. And especially when things don't go the way you think they should go, and they're not going to go the way you think they should go. And then the person that needed the green card and you married them, they know they didn't marry you for love. They already know it. They married you for a green card. And for those who don't know what a green card is, it's for illegal aliens. It's for citizens, people who overstayed their visa. And they wanted to stay in this country. And they find some sucker to marry, pretend that they love them, and marry them for the green card. So they can become an automatic citizen of America, not because of love. And never because of love. And they'll date you for 30 years as long as they know one day you're going to marry me and I'm going to have a green card. Do what you want with that advice, but I recommend don't marry people that need a green card. If they can't get citizenship by going downtown to the whatever counselor and they fill out a test or whatever they have to do not do it, but do what you want. I recommend you don't. Number 2, and this is especially for men, but for women too, it's for both. It really is for both when I think about it, but I hear it from men all the time. Listen up. In our country today, and maybe around the world, women have been convinced by the law of the land, of the earth, which never works anyway. They have been convinced that you can physically, verbally beat up a man and he better not respond. I know men that I've counseled with, the woman that they were with, and in some cases, more than one woman, they would go from one to another, have broken the men's arms, have literally beat them up, cussed them out, and taken and stolen their money. And the man stood there and allows them to physically beat them up without doing anything about it. Woman's like, well, why didn't you defend yourself? Well, if I hit her back, if I defend myself, then I'm going to jail. Good morning, jail. How you doing? You gonna let some female beat you, whether it's your wife, your fiance, your cousin, whatever. You gonna let some female beat you up physically, almost break your arms and all kinds of things, steal your money after you've already given all your money. And you won't even call the police in most cases. Do you know, even with the women, when you allow men to do you that way, do you know the more they beat you, the more they're going to beat you because they get a thrill, an excitement, a false sense of joy from beating you and taking advantage of you. And they're going to come back and do it again. I suggest the first hit, physical hit, call the police right then and there. Put it on camera if you can, but call the police. Have them arrested and leave them in the prison cell. And if they get out, do not ever, but never take them back. They will do it again. They will do it again, and next time it'll be even rougher because they know you, oh, you felt sorry for me in jail. You came and bailed me out. You bailed the devil out of the jail so the devil can come back and attack you again. Because the mind tell you, oh, it's going to be different now. Yeah, it'll be different, all right. You may not make it out of that situation. The first time that you're hit by another person in a relationship, be done with them. Don't hate them, but be done. Because it's going to happen again. You don't understand the thrill that comes from beating up someone. And they're going to do it again. I don't care how they cry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. I don't know what came over me. I would never do it again. I love you. They're lying. When they're crying, they're lying. They will do it again. And this I promise you. Men, put these women in jail. I don't care if you have 30 children with them and you raise your children. Otherwise, you will live to regret it. Because you're keeping a thrill, evil alive in the person. And then, number 3 for now, but do what you want. Never, ever, but never, ever, for any reason, spend your money on a woman. And ladies, don't spend your money on men. Do not. The only time it may be okay is if you invite them out to a nice little lunch or dinner. Because you invited them, you pay for it, of course. But don't be taking it all the way down to the Restaurant Road, up there by Beverly Hills. But stop giving the women your money, men. Especially the men got it bad. All they're going to ever want from you is money. They hate your weakness. You buy them clothes. You let them live with you without being married, and you spend your money on them, and then they still steal your credit cards and all kind of stuff. And there's nothing you can do about it. Don't even live with them until you're married. And even be careful then. Give it a 7 years before you get married. But stop spending do what you want. But stop giving these, you're not supposed to do that. It's not manly. It's not normal. It is not love. You make them hate you because they see how weak you are, and they're looking for a man that won't give them money. And you cry. What a mess, huh? So those are my never, 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 but do what you want. I have one other never, and I think when I come back, I'll give it to you. I'll just put it out there. It is Bible Stomping Thursday. I'll be right back. 888-77-JESSE. Jesse. Amazing. I got one more never, ever, ever. And this is for men and women. But do what you want. Do what you want, all right? Really, just do what you want. I'm okay with it. But I'm telling you, never, 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 it's not going to work. And even if you try to make it work, it's going to be difficult because your mind going to tell you, well, you're supposed to work on a relationship. You're supposed to work. You got to work at it. That's a lie. That's a lie from hell. You're not supposed to work on anything like that. Either it happened naturally because it came together naturally, or it's not meant to be. Because if you try to make it work, it ain't gonna never work. But do what you want, but it's never gonna work. You've been lied to from your teacher. You're supposed to make a relationship work. That's a lie. That's a deep, real big lie. And you spend all your life fighting, trying to make a relationship work, and then you cry at night. Think about having a relationship, marriage or whatever, and you don't have to work on it. You just live. Isn't that amazing? But here's one last never for now. Never, never, but never. Ever, ever, ever. But do what you want. This is for men and women. Never marry, live with a person who says that they are a Christian. If they tell you, I'm a Christian, praise the Lord, or whatever they say, do not marry that person. Whether it's the men toward the women or the women toward the men, you're going to catch pure hell. And this I promise you. Christians, religious people, period. Not just Christians. It could be Catholic, Mormon, religious people, Christians, whatever. They're never going to make for a good wife, for the guys, or a good husband for the lady. Jewish, whatever religion it is, it doesn't matter. It ain't going to work because they have identified with their religion and they have no love. They have no love. They have religion, and religion has become their God, and their hearts are still wicked, whether it's the male or the female. Even though married atheists, atheism is religion. They're married to that. Why not only have one God? One God. Why not do it the right way so it can always work? If you notice, God ain't got nothing to do with religion, any religion at all. So it may be your fault. God is not in religion. Christ didn't have anything to do with religion. He was of the Spirit. He was of the Spirit. And he pointed all of us back to the Spirit. He didn't point us to any religion. You might well marry the government if you marry a religious person. The horror stories that I heard and seen, not just heard, but seen, with religious marriages is nothing less than evil. But do what you want. Those are my little do's and don'ts, or don'ts, but you do what you want. Really, God gave you this life freely, and freely you can do what you want with it. You notice how he let people think Jesus is God, right? He ain't forcing those people to change their mind. And those people cry at night. They're the most unhappy people you ever want to meet. But they believe Jesus is God. And they don't even question. Okay, if I believe Jesus is God, why am I afraid? Why I get mad? Why am I'm stressed? Why do I not listen to the teacher within? Why don't I know heaven is within? Why do I keep looking outside? They don't even question it. And God just said, okay, whatever, what the? God goes, what the? He only helps those who want the help, who invite him in to come down. God, I am tired of living this way. I don't want to be afraid anymore. I'm tired of being lonely. I'm tired of being jealous. I'm tired of identifying with others and trying to be like others. I'm tired of whatever. I want to be different. And don't define what the difference is. And he'll take over and say, we'll become different. And it will be amazing, but do what you want. Amazing! Let me go to Chris out of Kentucky. Chris, happy White History Month.
Hey, Jesse, happy White History Month.
Thank you.
Hey, so I was calling a couple things, but mainly about that story you were talking about earlier where the husband killed his wife. And
yeah, he was accused of killing his wife and his kids and turned the gun on himself.
Yeah, so I had watched, I don't know if it was a news report or something. I'd watched something about that a little bit yesterday, and the situation was kind of nuts, and the wife was definitely nuts. She, so apparently he was having an affair with a younger woman, and obviously that made the wife flip out, and she went and got all kinds of plastic surgery and all this crazy stuff trying to make the husband love her. And she was if I remember reading correctly, she was into like some kind of witchcraft or something, and had put a curse on the lady that the husband had an affair with, and was forcing him to go to like counseling, and it seemed like a complete mess of a situation.
Where did you get that information from? I was not aware of any of that.
It was on. I don't remember exactly where I got that. It was a YouTube. I watched the news report.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure exactly where it came from.
Yeah, that's amazing. I wonder what else was going on, because ain't no way that they could be loving, kind, and all that mess be happening.
Oh yeah, well, so apparently those two, the husband and wife, had met at one of his jobs, and she was an intern, and she was a lot younger than him. And in the report I was watching, the woman he started having an affair with was also an intern that was the same age as his wife when he had originally met her. And it said that his wife had, I can't remember exactly how it was worded, but something like she had like an extreme hate for the woman and who her husband was having the affair with. And so I can only imagine behind the scenes that it was a complete hell in that household.
Yeah, if that's true, and again, I'm not aware of it, but it would bring. What are you doing? He already has 6 kids. I don't know. What the?
Well, and what I think I also, if I remember correctly, I believe 2 of their children were adopted.
Right.
They went and adopted 2 children. I think they had a bunch of boys, and I think the wife wanted girls, and so they went out and they adopted 2 girls. I think. I'm not.
Yeah, it did say that 2 of the. The report that we played said 2 of the kids were adopted.
Okay. Yeah.
It looked like 2 girls on the picture. It looked like 2 girls. What a mess!
Something I've noticed about that though is that there's another trial going on right now with a woman who killed her 3 children, I believe. maybe a couple years ago. I think Lindsay something is her name. And, I read down through the comments and stuff like that when I watch some of these videos. And it's amazing to me how, people are so quick to demonize and, just completely, the man, he's a monster. How could he do this? He's evil. And then you read the comments about the woman who killed her children, and she had to have been suffering some mental health episode, or what could have caused it, or how could this have happened? And it's just like there's a double standard there, and how quick people make the man out to be evil.
We covered that story with Lindsay Clancy, I believe, and this past Tuesday. You're right about that, man. One of the reasons that it's difficult for women to overcome their hell is that the churches and the world have given women permission to be evil. And they always blame somebody else for what she does. They don't make the woman take responsibility for herself and her own action at all. It's always somebody else's fault. They even tried to blame Adam that Eve believed the devil. They're like, where was Adam? Why Adam decided? It was Adam's fault. I'm like, how did Adam fault what Eve did? But they always take away the responsibility for the woman. And it's hard for women unless they decide themselves, you know what, I don't care what y'all say. I'm taking responsibility for my own doing so I can overcome.
Yeah, Adam was weak and chose to disobey God and follow Eve.
Right.
And that's why any man who follows a woman is going to suffer.
Every time.
Every
time.
So I had a kind of a question regarding my personal relationship, if you've got time.
Okay.
So I stopped having sex with my girlfriend, I don't know, probably a year ago. And since then, I think she's left and come back, 5 or 6 times. And, it's always, some kind of made up this or that. Oh, you don't love me, or I don't feel any compassion, or, I don't feel a connection anymore. And we're not normal. We're not in a normal relationship because, we don't have sex and this and that. And it used to, when it first happened, it bothered me, that I was, I was just kind of lost, like, oh, what am I going to do if she leaves me? And, but since then, I've been working on myself, and now it just doesn't bother me at all. If she leaves, that's fine. And if she doesn't, then, that's fine too. But I feel absolutely nothing. And, I just kind of, I guess my question with that though is, will you know, if you're with God, how will you know when you should get married as a man, or when the time is right, or if you should?
When you don't think about it, and you'll see it clearly, and it will happen naturally.
Okay.
When you stop thinking about marriage, then it will, if it's meant for you to have it, it will just happen naturally. And when this woman said, "Oh, you don't love me, you don't have sex with me, you don't feel my emotions," and blah blah blah, what she's saying is, I can't control you anymore. Because she uses sex to control you, and she uses those emotions to control you, and she's really bitching about that. And so just don't resent her, but do not give in to any of that, because the moment you do it, she's going to take control of you again.
Okay.
It's like it's like a drug dealer. You don't buy my drugs anymore. What am I going to do? And blah, blah, blah. She's saying that her sex is drugs, and she's been controlling you with that, because that is not a normal relationship. A normal relationship is to get to know each other before marriage, to get married, make babies, and then when you stop making babies, start working on your life, your spiritual life. Come back to your spiritual life. That's a normal relationship, a relationship that God put together. And he will, and you wouldn't know when to do it. It won't be an impression from the outside or inside. You'll see clearly.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. And I'm glad you said that because I've tried to explain that to her that just because, society or your so-called friends or whatever, because they're all having sex and you think that that's normal, and it's been normalized in society now that you can meet somebody in 5 minutes and start having sex with them. And, it's just really become an issue. And, so in her mind, that's a normal relationship that, you're supposed to do those things. And I've tried to explain to her that it's not, and that's not normal.
Well, she doesn't want to hear that, so she's not going to accept that.
No, she doesn't at all. And, of course she says she's a Christian and but, I don't know that.
Well, just don't resent her. Let her act crazy. As long as she doesn't hurt you physically and all that stuff, let her deal with her own hell. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, I agree. I just let her talk and then leave and then come back, a week later when she's over it, I guess. But maybe I should stop letting her come back. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Amazing.
well, I appreciate it, Jesse.
And you guys are living together, you're not married?
No, we're not living together.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, you stay with it, stay with it, stay with it.
All right, thanks, Jesse.
All right, buddy. Amazing.
Have a good day.
Bye now.
I did have one question for you, actually, and it was regarding one of my favorite catchphrases that you say, and I don't know why you say it, but I have a guess as to why you say it. So whenever you say ask, you'll say ask, and you'll yell it afterwards, and we just find it hilarious. And me and my friend, we do it all the time. And so I think, and I'm not sure, but I think the reason you do that, and correct me if I'm wrong, is because not all, of course, but most black people can't say ask. They say axe instead. Is that why you say that?
100%. When I first started radio, I used to, I was into my blackness, I said act. Ask.
Axe. Right.
I used to say that. Yeah. And then this white lady, a friend of mine, told me it is ask.
It sure is.
And ever since then, I made sure I hit that K by saying ask.
I love it. Well, yeah, it's crazy because I remember when I was young, I would ask, I'd be like, why do they say that? And they're like, well, black people, they can't say it properly. But I'm like, but I know so many black people who do say it properly. So what are you talking about? What do you mean?
I didn't even know I was saying at until she told me you're saying at and not ask.
Right.
I'm like, what the?
Right. What the? Oh, man, that's awesome.
That's why I hit it.
Yeah, okay. So I was right about that. That's awesome. That makes me happy. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. Let me go to Derrick out of Michigan. Derrick, you are on the air.
Hey, Jesse, how you doing, man? Happy White History Month.
Happy White History Month,
man,
Derrick.
You brought me up kind of fast. I wasn't even ready. Jesse, God, no, you brought me up in here. Y'all, I'm kind of ready. Hey, Jesse.
You say what now?
You ever heard of the movie real quick called Get Out?
Get Out?
Yeah.
Not that I can recall right now.
You can't remember that? It just came out a couple years ago called Get Out about black people trying to be hypnotized or something by white folks. Anyway, I'm writing the sequel.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's called Get In and Stay In. Hey, Jesse, real quick. Hey, I'm on for White History Month. I want to play you a little stanza of a little song. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to take you back when you was a little boy in Alabama. I know you got a lot of callers, so I'm not going to waste too much of your time.
All right, go ahead.
Happy White History Month, Jesse.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Sweet home Alabama. Thank you. Thank you, Derrick. Amazing. Let me go to Florida and talk to Callie, I believe that is. Callie. Hey, Callie.
Good morning.
Good morning and happy White History Month.
Yes. Thank you very much. I had to make sure I called in on the last day for sure. I couldn't miss it.
Right on. Amazing.
May I answer the biblical question, please?
Do you have 100% complete control of your life?
I do not.
And why not?
I think because I have a mortgage and I have bills, and I would rather not pay them.
You'd rather not pay them?
No.
And what do you mean?
I would rather be debt free, so I am working on that.
So you have, I see. So you have bills to pay, but you would rather have no bills. You'd rather be debt free, and you think then you're going to have complete control of your life?
Maybe I think that I would just be able to do what I want to do.
What is, if you can say, what is it that you want to do now, but you can't do?
I think it would be nice to like travel with my family, experience new things.
And why do you think that would be nice? My headset went out again.
Why do I think that would be nice? I think it's interesting to explore new things, learn new things.
And why do you think that?
I'm not sure.
I'm going to put my little 2 cents in on Sunday concerning the biblical question. But why are you thinking about if I can travel, if I had this, if I didn't have bills, if I didn't do this? Why not just live right now and don't think about if?
I would say that the moments I can maintain presence, that it does feel a little easier than the days that I feel like more thoughts are flooding my mind.
And so why don't you 100% practice being present?
I think that I make a good attempt at it.
But why not do it?
Well, I believe I am doing it.
Oh, okay. So you are being present?
Yes.
And if you are being present, why are you thinking about if I can travel, if I had this, if I didn't have this, if and that? Why are you into the if?
Well, I wouldn't say that I think about that a lot. I'm just saying that, like, control of my life, I don't believe I have control.
Okay.
I do believe that God is in control 100%. Like, excuse me. I really don't wrestle with fear or worry, like, at all. That to me is a little kind of weird, I guess, when, especially speaking with others, and they will say things and ask me if I'm afraid of that or scared of that, and it's like, no, I've never even thought of that.
Right on. Have you dropped your anger?
Yes.
You forgave your mother?
I did forgive my mother.
You went to her, and what happened?
We were in the car together, So that was actually kind of scary because I knew that I had to like do it somewhere where I was trapped.
Oh, what the? And so what happened?
She got ticked.
And how did you deal with it?
I kept my eyes forward and kept driving.
It's amazing that every human being is adult human being, the kids too, but the adults are afraid of their mama. And while on one hand they say they love mama, but they're afraid of mama, how can you be afraid of someone that you love? Isn't that amazing?
It is. I was never afraid of her till I felt like I had to forgive her, which is weird because I do feel like I always hated her in a way growing up.
Yeah.
And I always thought that my dad had my back and she didn't.
Yeah. When you were afraid of her, anyone that has anger has fear, right? So you were afraid of her, but you just didn't see it as fear until you had to face her. And that's when reality came that you are afraid of her. And that's why you became aware of the fear that you had not recognized before. But right on, and you stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. And I'll respond to the biblical question on Sunday. But you have not seen anything, Callie, if you stay with it.
Yeah, it is going good. May I ask you one question?
Yes.
When you have a partner that is not working on themselves, you just got to stay the past. And I do feel like it was kind of good and easy for a while, but then I think there's times where you just kind of wish they would. And I wouldn't say I get frustrated because frustration is like anger too.
It is anger.
But
anyone that gets frustrated has anger.
Yeah, so you just keep doing your thing even though they refuse to change, I guess.
Yes. We said partner, is it a husband or a wife?
A husband.
Oh, we'll call it husband, not partner. That sounds gay.
Oh, okay.
But here's what happened, and it's difficult. It is hard, difficult, when one is working on themselves and the other one is not, whether it's the wife or the husband. But don't judge him. Don't judge him at all, and you just observe, but don't judge, and you're going to be fine. But if you try to change him or get mad at him because he's not changing, then you're going to suffer. Except the fact that
that's apparent. Oh yeah, that's apparent.
Yeah,
because it's been years of suffering.
Yep.
And
well, just be aware that he's not ready, and you just live and you stay present, and don't assume that he would never change or that he will change. Just have a wait and see.
Mm-hmm. And when you're doing the silent prayer, are you ever basically like talking to God, but not audibly, just like, are you ever asking him for things or thanking him for things while remaining silent?
Well, when you're present, when you're silent and you're aware of those thoughts, you have you're being separated from the darkness, from the thought, and in that very moment, you and God are one. It is the Father who is allowing you to see the thoughts. You cannot see thoughts on your own. And so most people live in thoughts, they don't even know they're living in thoughts. And then when they do the silent prayer, they realize they have all these thoughts. And then they say, well, this is too hard because I have all these thoughts. not knowing that that's what's been driving them all their lives. They've been living in those thoughts, and now they're aware of it. And it's the Father, it's the light, who is allowing you to see the darkness, which are thoughts.
Yes.
And so,
and I've noticed.
Don't plan that you want to
ahead.
ask God for something or not. You know, you want to ask, but don't make it a big deal. But just be still, and all will be added unto you.
Mm-hmm. And I can see how just my whole life living a lie and like grinding hard and trying to obtain all those things, that once you drop all that, it's really been a weird time, and I feel like I almost feel a little lazy because I'm not really doing as much as I did.
I know what you mean.
I do. I really do. I feel like, man, am I wasting my days here? Because I got nothing to do. I got no ambition. I've got no drive, and it's a bad fight within me. Some days I almost feel like I'm jumping out of my skin. Like I just have to get up and get into something, and it's awful. And I just sit there in it, and it will pass.
Yes.
But there are days that it's just awful.
All of us have been trained from the moment we pop out our mama's womb. We got to be ambitious. We got to go for it. We got to get an education.
Right.
We got to get a job. We got to get married. We got to have children. We got to get a house. We got to have this and that. And it's all egos, and it's all lies.
Like plan your work and then work your plan.
Right.
It ain't working. It ain't working.
And Christ said that our life should be easy. God's way is easy. His burdens are light. And because you start overcoming, racing with those thoughts, keeping you all busy and active and driving you crazy, your whole life going to work. It is working, and it's just easy. And you do think that you're being lazy because you're so accustomed to being driven by ego emotions. And you think now, oh, I'm lazy. I have nothing to do. But that's perfect.
I know. I just feel like I'm sitting around for hours at the end of the day. Well, I guess I go do the silent prayer and go to bed.
That's right.
See what tomorrow has.
Let each moment work for you.
Yes. And it is working. It is working.
Right on. I have a white history moment. A white history moment from Grok. A white history moment from Grok. A black woman by the name of Marilyn Thrower describes her move to a 99% white neighborhood as quiet, clean, peaceful, with minimal disturbance from X.
Y'all know I've been talking about leaving the East Coast, which I did, and now I'm over here on the West Coast. And I'm going to tell you what's crazy. There are hardly no black people over here. There's only 2 black people in my whole development, and I've only seen 1 black person, and that he works at Publix. I'm in a 99% white town, white community, and it's quiet, it's clean, it's peaceful, ain't no interruptions, disturbances, or discrepancies. Why in the hell can't we be like that in the black neighborhood? A shame we have to move to the other side of the world just to get and be and live the way life was meant to be. And that's sad. But I've never lived around white people before, and I got to actually say it's very pleasurable.
A white history moment. After facing backlash from some in the black community, Maryland addressed a criticism and a follow-up video from X.
I'm going to tell you something. It's a shame how many black people are coming in my box talking to me because I am actually happy that I am living in a neighborhood that is clean, beautiful, clear, quiet, and it just so happened to be around nothing but white people. And I got black people trying to make me feel bad because I wanted to raise my son in an environment where I don't want him thinking smoking crack and being a prostitute and then keeping your neighborhood dirty and riding around disturbing the peace and
with your pants up under your ass and you walk around wearing bunnies and being a bunch of dirty foot whore. Look at my son. Look at my child. My
He's
child is
swimming.
living a life, and you think I'm wrong for that? And that's the problem, because a lot of black people think that living like that is normal. I'm here to tell you, the ghettos are not normal.
Why, here's the moment. Amazing. Thank you, Maryland. Why, here's the moment, huh? What a mess. Now you see why I thank God for the white men, with the help of God, who founded and created the greatest country on the planet. The greatest country in the world. Why should I be complaining about anything? Thank you, Maryland. Amazing. When I first moved to LA, then I took your calls. In 1968, I moved to LA from Sweet Home, Alabama. And you've heard me say that LA was beautiful. It was paradise. Not only with the weather, the palm trees, clean streets, little crime, jobs everywhere. You could just almost change jobs every day if you wanted to. At that time, you could buy a house at a young age with little or no money. I literally got my first house at 25 with no down payment. I just assumed a loan. Somebody wanted to sell their house. They wanted to get rid of it. And all they wanted was someone to take over the loan. My house note at that time was $300, including insurance. Isn't it amazing? Taxes and insurance. $300 in a 2-bedroom, 3-bath, big living room, dining room, wash and dryer area, a guest house in the back, and a beautiful backyard, and 2-car garage for $300 a month. What the? Generation Z do not have it hard. They're just lazy. Derrick said they have it hard. Generation, that's an excuse. My producer saying, well, Generation Z has it hard. No, they don't. They're just lazy. But anyway, I make that point because things have gotten worse as far as LA is no longer beautiful. It still has some beauty. It has the weather. Sometimes you pay attention to the palm trees. But as far as jobs and homelessness and crime, it's crazy. It's so bad. They even defunded the police. And we used to have tough policing. Where is Derrick Gates when you need him? Derrick Gates, is he still living? I hope you're alive and you can hear me and come on back and be a police chief in Los Angeles.
Died in 2010.
Oh, well, tell your son, may your soul rest in peace. He was the toughest police chief we ever had. And when he retired, it went downhill. Beta males. Here's an example of what, just one small example, well, not small, example of what LA has become. Derrick Gates, our white history hero, right on. Thank you, Derrick Gates. May your soul rest in peace. Officer Gates. They're not going to play the applause for someone. An American hero on White History Month. Here's an example of what LA has become because you defunded the police. What's wrong with you? How can anyone, for any reason, tell you to defund the police and you say yes? Because they're making up all these victim lies. Resident in Beverly Grove, and remind those who might not know, Beverly Grove is a beautiful neighborhood. That's where the white people live. White people with money, houses are amazing. Neighborhood was at one time really amazing. Beverly Grove and the Fairfax district. Resident in Beverly Grove and the neighboring Fairfax district says repeated burglaries and home invasions are leaving families fearful and considering moving away. You defunded the police, and you still vote for these stupid Democrats. Watch this, Fox 11.
Residents in the Beverly Grove and Fairfax neighborhoods say they're fed up with repeated burglaries and home invasions. They're demanding something be done so they can feel safe.
Your residents right here in Beverly Grove and, as you said, Christine, neighboring Fairfax district tell me they are deeply, deeply frustrated. They say right now they can't even feel safe inside their own home.
It was very, very scary, and I still sometimes don't feel safe in my own home since then.
Hillary Delaney recalls confronting several mass intruders attempting to break into her home about a year and a half ago.
I thought it was possibly my children and husband, and then realized it was 3 masked men smashing the Fleetwood sliding doors to my back patio.
She says things have not improved since. Now she's speaking up on behalf of other residents in Beverly Grove and neighboring Fairfax district.
I think there's a few streets where there's multiple burglaries and home invasions happening on almost a weekly basis.
Last week, LAPD says they responded to a burglary at a residence off of North La Jolla Avenue in Beverly Grove. Then in May, a frightening break-in. Multiple victims, including young children, were inside a home along Oakwood Avenue when a group of suspects forced their way in.
We feel like we need to have some support from the city because these people are coming in and breaking into homes.
And I'm wondering out loud, are these people voting for the Democrats who lied to you and said, oh, we're looking into it? And nothing changes, it only gets worse. And you still go and vote for the same people. Stupid people like Karen Bass. Who would vote for Karen Bass or that Indian woman that still be running now? Indian woman. Things not going to get better. You keep doing the same old thing. It's no different than every time you believe thoughts, you get the same old results. And you go right back and believe the same old thoughts again. And you get the same results. What do you expect? You keep consulting with darkness, all you're ever going to get are dark results. That's all you're ever going to get, folks. What's wrong with you? That other female that's running now with against Karen, I guess, is Ramadan. Nipples Rami.
Nithya Raman.
What?
Nithya Raman.
Derrick telling me Nipple Raman.
No, he's not.
When you tell me, Derrick?
Nithya. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's spelled something like Nithya Raman or Raman.
What am I said Nipple Raman.
Exactly.
You keep getting the same thing because you keep consulting with the same devil. The city's been burned down now. Crime everywhere. Taxes through the roof. Defund the police. Crime is out of control. And you still voted the same people that, we're looking into it. It'll be better next time. It's like going back to the same person you just broke up with, deceiving yourself that it's going to be better. Are you starting to see what I'm talking about a little bit? Residents said some properties are being hit multiple times.
Some properties are being hit multiple times, too. So the same families and the same homeowners are feeling very threatened and very unsafe. And we're just not sure what to do anymore.
Hillary says that's why some neighbors have contemplated moving out of the area, while others are left with tens of thousands of dollars in damages that suspects leave behind. Some residents point to LAPD's officer shortage, believing more officers on the ground could help the situation.
I think it's really the lack of funding for LAPD and the lack of officers to help keep our neighborhoods and families safe right now.
You think? Yes, lady, they defund the police. So yes, it's due to a lack of police officers and a lack of funding to hire police and pay them. I think it may be due to that. You think? They keep voting for the same people. It's like men going back to the same woman that beat them before. You go back to the same girlfriend. You go back to the same wife that beat the hell out of you before. And you say, oh, it's going to be better this time. She's sorry. and you believe a lie, and it's worse the next time. Why you keep going back? And then she take your money, she go to court and lie and say you beat her. And the court's not going to believe you, but you keep going back. You keep voting in Karen Bass, you keep voting in Newsom, you keep voting in other Democrats who've been running this state for the last however many years, and things have only gotten worse. And you wonder, oh, well, why? And Karen Bass tell you, oh, homeless going down. And now it's time for her to be reelected. We find out that homelessness was a whole lie. Now she said, well, next time it's going to be better. We just don't have enough funding. They cut back on the funding like money is an issue to solving homelessness. They even dress it up. They changed the name and call it unhoused people. Now you feel better about it. Put these unhoused people into houses and pay for it. These places have been hit multiple times, according to this lady and the report. And you know what happens? Listen to this. LAPD Chief Jim Darnell, what is McDonald? He defended the department's performance. But that lady said they need more police and more funding. He defended the departments. The chief did, according to this report. He defended the performance, and a councilwoman over the district claimed there is an ongoing effort.
And meanwhile, LAPD Chief Jim McDonald, though, has defended the department's performance overall early this year, noting that right now, homicides are significantly down. We also know earlier this year, LA City Council approving $2.7 million for hiring an additional 130 recruits, a move that was also advocated for by Chief McDonald and Mayor Karen Bass. But take a look at the statement right here. This is from Councilwoman, of course, from District 5, Katie Yarslowski, who represents this area. She said, in part, we meet regularly with law enforcement and are meeting tonight with LAPD and the district attorney's office. She was on to say LAPD has assigned a detective to the most recent burglary. She also says their office has also funded LAPD overtime patrols, automated license plate reader cameras, and prioritized street light repairs, among other things. But back here live in that statement, she said to me, she also says she plans to continue communication with residents and law enforcement to prevent future crime.
They communicated while somebody breaking into your house over and over again. But they're communicating. They don't have to worry about it because they have security. They have police around their home. They have guns. And so they're not feeling what you're feeling. They're meeting about you. And then you vote them in so they can keep meeting while you live in fear. Fox has reported that councilwoman that you saw there claims her office is working with law enforcement, funding overtime patrol, implementing automated license plate, readers cameras, and prioritizing street light repair to help address these safety concerns. From Fox 11. Anything but bringing back the police and tough laws. But I can't blame them. Amazing. And don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, and share the Jesse Lee Peterson radio show, folks. We really appreciate it. We are at war. It is a spiritual battle for the soul of America. And it's going to take all of us to do it.